Trust me, we officials really appreciate the Schuylkill Way, and we really appreciate the Schuylkill Way coaches. I do some college football, and I make it my business to go see the guys from Schuylkill County. We read the rosters before each game, and I walk up to them. They don't know me, but I remember them. So there is, as Coach said, a lot more guys playing Division III, Division II. I don't see Division I, but I'm assuming he's right. I've officiated now. This is my 30th year. Okay, I think I'm as good as I've always been, but I'm probably fooling myself on that. I taught for 30 years, Mr. Karastia. So what I'm here to tell you about is when I put this jersey on, and I'll use the movie, the Elephant Man. Most of my culture comes from Seinfeld, where the Elephant Man says, "I am not an animal." What that means for today is when I put this shirt on Friday night, you don't get an opportunity to scream at me or kick me or whatever you want to do. But I don't have the opportunity to say the same thing to you. This is where I'm going with that. Okay, we have to have a greater respect for each other. Okay, I'm trying to talk to officials about doing that. The coaches, you need to know something, especially at the junior high level and especially with your assistant coaches. Those days of them screaming are pretty much over. Now, I know it's tough to speak in front of the Schuylkill County crowd. I coached, I screamed, I taught, I screamed. I couldn't do that now. So any of you who think, well, you know, Toomey's foolish, it's not that way anymore. You can't do it. And as Coach said, the penalties are going to get more severe. Okay, now you guys have a 10-game schedule. If you get disqualified or ejected, you're losing a game. That is then sent to the PIAA where they'll review, and we have to write down everything that happened, including the language that's spoken back and forth. Now, if there's a main difference between my day and your day, it's the language you guys use to adults. It's different. Okay? When I was younger, the word "suck" didn't go anywhere. I punished my kids for saying it. Now it's an everyday thing. The other word that begins with an F has become more of a daily thing, but it's not a daily thing on the football field with officials. Okay? So coaches and players, if you get disqualified, that's one game. When it's sent to the PIAA, they can put on a supplemental disqualification, which they're not even sure what it is yet. We're going to be talking about it at the convention this weekend. What exactly does it mean? Because more officials are pushing for more penalties for coaches and players, and even so, spectators. So I ask you guys who are sitting here, kind of preaching to the choir with the players that are here, okay? You got to go back, and when a referee or an official says to you during a game, go talk to 22. You got to go talk to 22. No matter how bad I was, you got to go talk to 22 because that's your warning. My warning for coaches, I'll go up to Coach Farr and I'll say, "Coach, you want to repeat that?" That should be his warning, okay, to say, "Okay, that's enough." I asked Coach, this is the last thing, Coach, I asked Coach earlier this week, "What do you want from us?" Players, what do you want from us? Feel free to come up to me and tell me, here's what I'd like to see more from officials. I know the answer for coaches. Communication. Come talk to me. I will come talk to you. But don't yell at me when I come. That's the biggest difference, because once you yell back, I'm done this. It's like anything else. If your parents yell at you, what do? Thanks, Mom? Okay, it just doesn't happen. So again, please watch what you do. I'm sorry for putting a negative light in this, and my condolences to the New Schuylkill family for losing a former student and 3 people that are still trying to recover from that. But I appreciate it. Look forward to this year. Anything I can do, coaches, I know I've already talked to the Blue Mountain about coming down and talking about the new rules and stuff. Anything I can do, I'm available. Feel free to call me. Okay? Thanks. My other problem. This is a magazine that I read. This is my Bible, like your Bible. And if you look at this magazine at any month, 2 of the first 3 pages are about officials being assaulted by spectators or coaches or even officials assaulted. This is going on too much. We haven't had that up here yet. Last night I spoke at the East Penn Conference. I haven't had that down there yet. If that should happen, where it gets to the point where somebody is assaulted, you wait and see what happens then. So we have to curtail it now. We have to talk like we're humans together. And I never thought I'd be able to do this in public, but Coach, good luck this year, okay? And let's talk to each other.
Yeah.
Okay? Thank you, guys.
Thanks, sir. bad as Gallagher. I know Gallagher screams and yells. He's out, yeah, he's out in the hash marks. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thank you. Now I'm literally turning it over to the media. We're gonna go grub, and I hope everyone has a very successful season. Stay healthy. We need to get our presence back into the districts and the state playoffs. So that should be our goal. Let's get back there. How about we start the food with Tri-Valley? We'll work backwards the way we came. So we started there, now we'll work our way back. All right? Have fun, eat up.